But Hunter telling how Hunter to do this your part 2. This year where Queen Quet be right up on Mosquito Beach. And look who done joined me, Ella Carly down.
I say you ain't been here 50 years. Tell the Queen come get me.
Okay then. So you see, when we say we gonna have Gullah Geechee Family Day, you see we bring all the family back.
Yes.
Some ain't been here for 50 years. Some you ain't been here for 3 weeks in their life. We had one 3-week-old baby here today. And a 100-year-old woman been here today. So we bring up the baby to the breast, to the elders of the community. Been right here for celebrate with we. This launch of Gullah Geechee Nation Appreciation Week. 100 children, I can't tell you how glad we is right now.
Right.
I can't tell you how proud the Mosquito Beach Business Association members is right now. Family from Solid Creek, James Island, Chucktown,
That's right.
St. Helena Island,
Goose Creek in
Goose
the
Creek,
house.
all them been in the house, been on the beach, yeah. And God done smile, but we ended the day all the time.
What? This has been a beautiful day.
Ain't it?
I mean, the breeze blowing.
That's why I talk.
And the people flowing. I mean, I can't ask for no more, Queen.
Ain't
I
it?
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. This is excellent.
And I mean the hugs, the embraces,
Yeah.
love. It's just been a blessing, and we definitely want to thank Mayor Riley. We want to thank the county of Charleston for sending down your proclamations. We going to let y'all tune in and hear the reading of the City of Charleston proclamation right here at Mosquito Beach, because that'll make more history right here in this historic waterfront town, Gullah Geechee Black Township, what been here since the 1930s. Turn this your thing from Oyster Factory, the place where we could come to. And so, 100 children, this the launch celebration. Because all of these your business on Mosquito Beach about to open up.
That's right.
All the time, then turn in no more time down here.
What? It's time. It's time for we.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay, it's time for we, and you know who we be. We be Gullah Geechee anointed people, and this your Gullah Geechee Nation Week. It time for shout. So 100 children, keep following. We at Gullah Geechee and Gullah Geechee Nation, and I tell you the truth. We the shout, we the dance, oh, and we the have a good time. Right here on Mosquito Beach, 100 children. So glad that 100 there with we, and 100 know if 100 there with we, 100 going know this year what going on. Peace and blessings. Tune in to the rest of what going on at Gullah Geechee Family Day.
Oh, we here. Y'all, honey, y'all see me here trying to clean this gun here. I tell you the truth. This thing here ain't clean right. You know what's gonna happen? No, I go dead. Yeah, I go dead. I tell you the truth. But when I did it, they killing them Confederate buckler soldier. I did they kill them. This thing here ain't clean. Give me like what? Hold on here. I got for then I gotta get some powder, and our powder got to be dry, y'all. Then you know what? We need at least 4 teeth. We need 2 right here. We need 2 down here. And that's something I'm able to let you come and let you have 4 teeth. So when I do that like that right there, so, and I bite them, I take that dry powder off of me.
Shake them in.
I jumped them down one time. I dropped. And I rolled them. I cocked the tree. I ain't gonna tell you right now. You know what? If it don't fire, you know I dead, ain't he?
Yeah, just survive this way.
If it don't fire, I dead. Yeah. When I get out there on that battlefield, and I get on that buckle swing like that right there, this one, and I pull that cork up right there, and I aim. I did. But what happened? I ain't fired. Lord have mercy, I did. But I tell you right now, I'll be free. Cause before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave. And I'll go home to my Lord and be free. I'll be free. I was a free man now because I dead. had this dream. It seemed like in this dream I've been digging in a big hole. And I've been to look up. When I look up in the hole, I see that buckra on top of the hole there. They look down on me. And the people down there in the hole, they been moaning and groaning. And they were crying and dying and even being born. Oh, I can smell the taste and smell. It was a nightmare. Somebody please wake me up. Wake me up with this nightmare, Lord. Please wake me up. Well, I did wake up. And that nightmare was a reality. And that reality was called slavery in America. That's what it was called, slavery in America. Now, the Declaration of America clearly states, we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal and endowed by the Creator with certain inalienable rights. And that among these rights are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Well, they damn sure wasn't talking about us when they wrote that one, did he? How that Buckman did talk about himself? He ain't been to talk about we. Oh, but my pursuit of happiness is the pursuit of freedom, and I've been ordained to ensure that freedom becomes a reality for all. And I have no fear. Me? I was born a slave. Did at that McLeod plantation on the shores of the Wappo, James Island, South Carolina. I had to escape. I remember one day me and my pappy went did the plantation in the field, right? And then my pappy said, hey boy, this tailor got boll weevil. We got to go and tell Master McLeod right now this tailor got boll weevil. Now Master McLeod, him been there on the other side of the field and touched that big buckle been there from the Doe Bluff plantation. We went over there and saw. My daddy said, Master McLeod, tailor got boll weevil. What we gonna do? Master McLeod, look at me. Look at me. Let me look at that buckle. Then he slapped my daddy down right there in front of me. My daddy holy hell and feel like that right there. So you look at him. Don't look at me, nigga. When you see two white men talk, you don't say nothing. Now you get. Then he kicked my daddy behind. Oh hell, I knew right then I was gonna run. Yeah, hell yeah. I was gonna run. I was gonna run.
That's right.
I was gonna run.
Go ahead, boy.
I feel that very same night. At the wee hours in the morning. On the teeth of rowboat. And my mom thought I did it a boat jump when I tell her how I'm going to teeth that rowboat and get free. But I teeth it. And I rowed that rowboat from the Wapoo River down to the Ashupoo River. From the Ashupoo River, I rowed it down to the Combahee River. Beautiful, South Carolina. I made it. There I met with a Robert Smalls, who allowed me to work as a sailor.
Yes, sir.
On a steamboat, going north to freedom. Now to work on the back steamboat, my back broken. Hell, the Mother Nature didn't like nobody. Oh, but the pull of freedom was so strong, it was. And then we traveled up the Atlantic Seaboard by boat. First past North Carolina, Virginia, Philadelphia, New York, Connecticut, finally Boston, Massachusetts. I made it. I was free now, and I ain't never going back down there. Never. But my mammy said, boy, never say never. My mammy, my pappy, my sister, my mama, this man, what I gonna do, Lord? I got for help there. I got to do something with this. Shoot me a sign. Shoot me away. Then old Abraham Lincoln messed around and signed the Emancipation Proclamation. Then all of a sudden America decided she would let the Negro get on the fight to help preserve this union and to prove that we were man. But hell, we were always man. Amen. God made us man, and that was established from the foundation of the world. But when other men needed labor, they made us slaves. Then when they needed a force, guess what? They made us soldiers. Yes, sir. We're a soldier from the North. The Massachusetts 54th Regiment, we're a General Gilmore's Federal Army, bought here on James Island. The poor John Pierre Beauregard Confederate troops. I remember there's a lot of places we kept it fought. I remember there was a long, narrow walkway that ran across the marsh to Coles Island, there on the Big Folly River. The Johnny Reb Gerald M. Johnson Hagan, this man tried to trap us by coming on Solid Green Island and cutting us off. Oh, but he was about to see something he never saw before. Black soldiers in blue. Yes, sir, yes, sir. I'll never forget that day. It was July 16, 18, and 63 during the Battle of Solid Green Island. Johnny Reb was one for success. And the man must have been about 3,200 in Johnny Red who was successful. And the team down the line. Then four of them big Johnny Red cannons open up on us, pushing the Yankee guns both down the stone and leaving us boys wide open. By that time, that damn Johnny Red didn't charge on us. They charged. We were jumping man to hand, Lord. Lord, Lord, Lord. Oh my Lord, 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 Lord. Oh my Lord, 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 Lord. Oh my Lord, 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 Lord. He beat us boys up pretty bad that day. Shit, they said something took to running. Some gave up, but most of them still strong. Yeah, and we fought. But you know, God works in mysterious ways and wonders to behold. Now there was this soldier. And he was truly the soldier of them all. That be that Colonel Robert Gould Shaw. Now his mom, his policy, Shaw should be buried with a soldier. He wasn't a private burial. You see, Shaw was a white man. And for him to be buried with all that neat groves, dead in that big hole, was unheard of. Johnny Red thought. He thought that would be the final act of disrespect, burying us dead in one big hole. Instead, he made him a martyr. A true American hero through eternity. And eternity lasted. Just before I be a slave, I said, I'll be buried in my grave. And I'll go home to my Lord. Sing with me, y'all.
All right.
And be free. God bless you, man.
Bless
Yeah.
all.
Thank you.
Yeah.